Guys, it's Peter R, and today I'm going to be reviewing my factory deck. These will soon be sold under Rex distribution. You can't really get them from anywhere else. If you know the owner, his name's Lewis. He's stationed in Germany. You could probably get one, but that's pretty unlikely because he's a pretty underground guy, but he does have a YouTube account, and he'll probably be commenting this video. Alright, so shipping, I got it directly from Lewis, and when you buy them, you'll buy them probably from Rex distribution. Shipping takes anywhere from 3 to 7 days, usually 3 days, and it's sent in bubble mailer, and yeah. Alright, so first looks, when I got this from Lewis, I took it out of the box, and I looked at it for a little. The first thing I looked, because it was facing down like this, I took it up, and I looked at the bottom ply. The sticker didn't come with it, by the way. But I looked at the ply, and it was a Wenge bottom ply, which I requested. It's a really awesome dark colored wood. It's really exotic. It's really nice. And then the middle plies were also exotic. As you can see, it has a zebra wood middle ply, because you can see the zebra frequencies, the patterns. And then it has I think it might have some other exotic plies in it, but I don't exactly know. And then it's finished off with another Wenge top ply, if you can see that. This is just the extra smooth I was looking like right there. Alright, so in all, it has great looking plies. The Wenge gives it a lot of pop, and it's a really solid deck. It's like an Evolve, it's pretty rock hard. And the next thing I looked at was the shape. This is a hardcore version, and I was specifically looking for a hardcore for my shop, so I have a little bit of the diversity with my height kicks for everyone. So this is a hardcore shape, and here it is. As you can see, it's pretty hardcore, but it's still really nice. Really nice for trays, fancy trays, nollie flips, switch flips, and then trays and all that good stuff. It's not so high, so it when you go to flick your finger up, it connects your finger with it. It's not that low. So that's a plus. You can still do trays with it, and a bunch of switch and nollie. It's a great deck for that. And then as you can see the concave, it's more of a radius concave, like a Berlin wood. It's not like a skateboard shape, like a V, but it's more of a radius, and the concave is not deep. It's I think it's a great combination of kick and concave deepness. Like on Evolves, for example, the concave is really deep and the kicks are really high. So when you flip your kick flips, they're pretty hard to control. I then noticed that the holes are they're all right. They're all countersunken and they have king pins. And they're good holes. The bottom ply was really nice. As I said, it has nice wood, but except for that, the lacquer on it was perfectly layered, and there was a lot of lacquer, so it looked really nice. But it wasn't like building up anywhere, as you can see on the tail. It's perfectly flat, basically. And everywhere else, it's really nicely lacquered on the sides, and then on the top, which you can't obviously see. Okay, so that's basically it for first impressions. It was a really nice looking deck, and then I set it up with some extra smooth. So performance now. As I said earlier, it's a hardcore deck, so pretty much it's really easy to ollie and nollie, switch ollie. So if you're a beginner, this is a perfect deck for learning ollies and switch nollies. Also, it's a great nollie and switch deck to use. My nollie flips improved a lot when using this deck. As you can see in my airflow part, which will probably, if it's not on my YouTube account already, it'll be on soon. I use this for basically the second half of that, and you can see me performing some pretty good tricks with it. So as I said, switch flips and nollie flips, they're really good with it. Like I get so much more pop with my nollie flips and switch flips on this deck than I did with my Berlin wood, because it's perfect for that. Also, trays. Okay, if I could get one. Okay, I can't land anything, but you can see in my video, trays are really easy with this deck. And along with like fakey trays, fakey big spin flips. So it's a really well performing deck. The only problem with this deck is that it is a little difficult to get kickflips with, but that's pretty standard with any high kick decks. You just have to devote your time to it, and you'll eventually get kickflips down as nice as like you have nollie flips down. So that's basically the only problem with performance are kickflips. Sometimes, since the kicks are pretty high, you could sometimes pop out a vario kickflip and maybe even a tray flip with this deck. So yeah, pretty much it's a great deck to learn. Once you devote enough time to this deck, I've only been using it for probably about 3 days. So once you use it for a long enough time, I'm sure kickflips will be easy to get down. But with only using this deck for 3 days and it being a really high kick deck, it's really that says it's really good, because usually it takes a while to get high kick decks used to. But this deck with nollie and switch, I just picked up the deck, started popping out nollie flips like no day tomorrow. Just kick flips and some tricks like that have to be worked on. You have to use the deck for a little, of course. So yeah, conclusion. It's a great deck for the price that I'm selling it for, and it could even be sold for more. But I wanted to give the customers a little bit more of a chance to get a good deck for a cheaper price. These will be sold for $13, this including shipping and Rex distribution, which is a great price for an all exotic ply deck basically, and a deck of this caliber. So in several days probably I'll have them in stock, and you'll be able to pick one up for yourself, test it out, do a review, let me know how it is. So yep, on the deck I give it maybe an A-, some little flaws, but definitely the performance of it makes up for it. And if you want to see me performing some tricks with it, just check out my airflow part, and like the second half of it, you'll see this deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll be coming up with some other reviews later. Later, guys.